This is a Commodore PET model 4032. If you're familiar with Commodore PETs, you're already familiar with this particular model. If you're not, I would consider it to be probably one of the more popular variants of the PETs that were available. The 40 means 40 columns, the 32 meant 32K. There were other variants. There was the 8032, there was the 4016, and theoretically the 4008, and you can figure out what those numbers are. This particular model is a later version that uses the FAT40 motherboard, which is hardware-wise is identical to an 8032, and you could actually upgrade a 4032 to an 8032 by doing a couple of relatively easy modifications to the motherboard. One of the bigger problems with this one is the keyboard. This is called the graphics keyboard or the normal keyboard, and if you look at the layout, you'll see there are no numbers on the upper row. They're special characters, and that kind of makes normal typing a little bit difficult. Actually, I think it makes normal typing a little bit difficult. You can see the numbers are available on a separate number pad, but when you're typing, at least when I'm typing, I'm trained to shift for the numbers, and to move my hands off the main keyboard onto a number pad is disruptive unless you're doing like data entry, lots and lots of numbers all at once. But for everyday use, you tend to use this. So my idea was to edit the keyboard ROM and see if I could turn these into numbers. And one of the problems was that this is the graphics keyboard, so the shifted keys give you graphics symbols. So I poked around in the what's called the keyboard editor ROM, which is at E1000 if you look at PET memory maps, and I was able to find the keyboard mapping, and I was able to modify things, and I tested it in Vice and it worked. So a friend on the VC forums actually made a ROM for me, and I just got it in, and you can see I put a label over the erasing port, and I called it hybrid keyboard. So I'm going to try this out. I haven't tried it yet, so this is going to be a live smoke test. So first, well, let me show you the keys first before I do anything, just so you can see what the deal is. Let me turn off the lights, bring in the keys a little bit closer, the camera a little bit closer. If I press the upper row of the keyboard, you will see try to get the camera to focus. Having problems with this camera focusing. Anyways, if I press the upper rows of the keys, you'll see the special characters, and if I shift them, you'll see the graphic characters. And as I said, the numbers are on the number pad, which I really don't like. So let's turn it off, unplug it, back up the camera. I will open the lid, and you'll see the motherboard. And inside, like I said, the screen editor is located at memory address E1000, and if you look at the schematics, you'll find E1000 is here, and you would actually find the ROM part number matches. So what I'm going to do is pull that ROM chip out and replace it with this ROM chip, and hope for the best. So I'm actually going to pause the video while I do that. I'll be back in a few minutes. So I've replaced the ROM. You can see the new ROM is here, and I still have the original ROM here. And if this works, what I could do is piggyback them and put a switch on it and make a ROM selector. But for now, let's do the smoke test. Close the case like that, and I'll put the camera up here, turn off the light, plug it in, it on, we get the famous PET beep. That's a good sign. And I get the PET banner, all the correct information. So far that looks good. And I'll wait for the camera to focus. And then I'll press keys and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Hot damn. Keypad should still work too. 4, 5, 6. 6 is sticky. Hot damn. And the shift should give me hot damn again, and shift on the regular key should give me the normal graphics characters. So I would say this actually works, and I am very happy. I will have to do something about the keyboard, maybe put some kind of an overlay up here so I know what numbers they are. I also had to reverse some of these keys. This key is now over here. And I won't get into that, but anyways, that is my ROM hack for the PET. Thank you.